So obviously when it's been raining on and off constantly, this channel fills up with water from the river, and that's what creates this swamped area where you've got to go across. Well, this is going to answer my question and bring back memories of a pheasant that getting across this ditch. Because like I say, I came here one day and somebody brought like 2 scaffolding planks and put it across from this embankment to the other one so you can get across. They've put 2 sturdy railway sleepers in here now. That's good. So you never ever have this problem where this channel overflows. You can get across easy now. Whoa, you bugger. So another little easy place for the dog to go down and get a quick drink of water on a hot day. Just this little stream running down. Right.
Hey man.
All right.
Nice day.
Lovely.
Nice to get out.
As long as it's not raining. It's a happy soul, full of the joys of spring. Now you can see where people have tried to continue going around there, but you come across all those bushes and trees and there's no way through, and if you did get through, you come to the rear of the house where you can see the wooden fencing around there, so it's private, so you don't go that way, you come this way to bypass it all. So you can see where people have come down through the trees and just walk along close to the river there for that short distance where the sand. I'm still seeing loads of swifts and swallows flying around us. They're all over at the moment. So they're feeding as they're flying along. Right, let's just turn around so you point back where I've just come back from. So there's that guy, he's just running along there now. He'll be going back towards that wooden gate that you go through and back to the viaduct. So if you look up ahead, you can see the next turnstile gate that you go through. Like I say, walk right along the edge of the river weir here for a good 2 to 3 miles. So like I say, it depends on how fit you are, how far you want to walk on the day. But I'll just cover this side of the river, and then next time I come along, I'll walk along that side of the river and film it all and bring back memories of what you can do and how far you can go. But I think on that side, the pathway just takes you through a series of turnstile gates like this one. I don't know if there's any climb over ones or just all gateways that you go through. Can't remember. I'm just looking down to see if I can see any rabbit droppings, because you can imagine there'll be hundreds and hundreds of rabbits along here in the early hours of the morning when there's nobody around. No noise, no humans. The rabbits will be running about all over the shop. Oh yeah, what was that? Just nearly tripped over that tuft of grass because I took my eyes on. I'm looking over there to see where the gate is, and I nearly went flying. That was the barbed wire alarm to stop people going down there, next to the river. Gotta be a skinny bucket to get through here. Holy crap. That's not very good. Private fishing. Right, so when you come to this, if you're on the main track, the road goes around past these houses, and at the top end there's a proper road for vehicles to go along backwards and forwards past the two houses, and you can go right along and then turn left and then drop down the fields, and it brings you back down to the river's edge. That's what you had to do if you couldn't get past where those railway sleepers are when the river had risen that much, and the water canal type thing was just too high with water and wide, and you couldn't get over. Right, so the road went along past those, what do you call them, man? You can see a car coming along now with lights on. That's the main road that goes along to the two houses just up here. I'm trying to think of the name of them. The big heavy metal duty things that carry the power lines, which will not come into my mind. I've just said it earlier on as well. There's a wetlands just there as well. Like a big huge pond with all of the ducks, and use it as a stop off point. So the road is just behind the privet there at the top of the embankment, and it goes round, and you can see the wooden railings in the far distance. That's where going up to the farmhouse grounds. Pylon, that's the name I'm trying to think of. It just wouldn't come into my mind, but it just jumped in there just now. So as you can see, once again, no sheep in this field, all wire fenced off, so you can let your dog off here running backwards and forwards. So looking at the sky, it's like a mixed bag. You've got patches of nice blue here, and if you look over there, it's going all grey. There's no worse one to do, but obviously the wind's keeping any rain off at the moment. Aye, so if you look over there past the wooden fence, and you can see all the bulrushes grown up, and that's where the it's like the wetlands where all the birds land down there on the water, stopping off on their journey for a drink and a rest. I'll have to look on the maps again to see where you go down along the A690 and you turn left and come downhill to the car parks at the bottom of the road, and you can park there, and then you're on this pathway, but on the far side where you can go along another long pathway again to the next road that comes down. So like I say, you can walk quite a distance along the River Wear here if you wanted to make it a long walk. These trees are like all dry and there's no leaves on them, and the branches are blowing backwards and forwards and rubbing. You can see a bird's nest on the top of that one. So you can see that that couple that passed me with their two dogs up ahead, look. Right, so the next people I bumped into, I lost the time because I left the cart at 9:30ish, 9:36 or something like that, locked up. So if I walk an hour and then turn around, start recording on the way back, this is a good thing to do as well, like to see how much human traffic is walking along here with our dogs. And so far it's been pretty quiet on a Sunday morning. Right, so when I come along and I couldn't get past where those two railway sleepers are across the embankment where it's full of water and deep and wide, I went backwards to that metal gate. I got onto the main track and I came along here, and I walked right round past the houses. Then you can continue along a main road going along there, and then eventually I got right to the top where there's a crossroads where the road bends round to meet the corner, and you can see the farmer's track coming downhill, and I followed that all the way back down to get back on the track so I could continue with my journey. So it was a hell of a diversion, but obviously that's when I was younger, 7 years ago. $66 now and on state pension and pension credit. It tells you you're getting old. Right, I must get on about a rant about car insurance companies as well. I had a bad experience with Aviva when I set up my policies, and they made us cancel one. They were taking money off us left, right and centre, trying to cash us out. That really cutthroat. All they're interested in is about money. So they have just sent us a letter saying your car insurance is due to run out the 14th of April, like blah 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 blah. So I found that email address and sent them an email that says I do not wish to renew any policy with you in the future. So obviously when I got the a reply email saying thank you for contacting us, blah 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 blah, then what did they do again? Because I've got your email. That's another thing about when they ask you for all your details, your phone numbers, your date of birth. It's just data mining for all the companies. But you get emails galore. It says your insurance policy runs out such and such. It's due to be renewed in 5 days. Blah 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 blah. So I had already sent an email to them saying I do not wish to renew with you. But everything's AI now. It's not run by humans, where they can take in what you're saying and just cancel any direct debits going out your bank. That's what I'm worried about. If they continue to take 4 mallards, if they take money out your bank account because of your direct debit set up, that's another reason why they like to set it up, so they can take your money whether you like it or not, because you're giving them permission to take money out of your bank. It's all corrupt. So anyway, I looked on Go Compare, put all my details in. I did a new quote, obviously, for my car for the start on the 15th of April, and I got it down to £40. It was £179 deposit, but 11 payments of 40 quid. Now I'm paying 52 a month at the moment with Aviva, who's now Darwin, by the way. They've amalgamated. But I've just set up this new one with one call, and every time you set up or start off a policy with a car insurance company, the very first thing they say is for you to find out about your policy or make any amendments or check out your policy, set up an account online where you put once again they want all your data, they set it up, passwords and shit like that to get into your account so you can check it out. And then what I've just gone through again, a thing that really annoys me, when you it's just 2 easy steps: set up your account and you can check your policies and all that bullshit. And then I did that recently, and then I tried to set it up and it's a password, and then it makes me angry when they say your policy has to be like more than 8 characters. It has to involve a number, a capital letter, blah blah blah. So by the time you've done it, you can't remember what you've done, or caps lock on or caps lock off, and you've got to get it right, otherwise it doesn't recognise it. So I went through all that just recently, and I got really angry where I had set it up with passwords that I use on other accounts, so I should remember what I'm writing in capital letters and numbers and shit, because it's my regularly set up. When I set it up, I went back in, I tried to put the passwords in, it says do not recognise this password. Do you wish to reset your password? Click the button again, reset it, and blah blah blah. Didn't go through, so their website's absolutely knackered. So I was really pissed off with that as well. But what I'm getting at is every car insurance company ask you to go online and set up an account so you can get into your policy, because obviously there's no phone number, there's no way you can just talk to a human without having to go through the process of, if you want to speak to such and such, press 1. If you want to wipe your ass, press 2. If you want to be helped with a line and run up your phone bill, don't press now at all, because we won't get through. And by this time, if you're ringing on a mobile, your credit's gone. So talk about frustration. Unbelievable. But anyway, I've set it up now, and I've managed to get it so that I'm paying £40 a month for 11 monthly payments. Right, I'm just looking over there now. I can see a person walking along with their dog on the main road that's gone past these houses just there, and you go up, and if you look over there you can see like a white metal pole with a red or orange flag on the top. That's the road that you go along, and then you can see a car parked higher up. and then I walked right along there, and then I turned left and come down this path, this track here, which brought us back down to the river's edge so I can continue along. Right, so if you look across the other side there, the pathway brings you to those turnstile gates to go through, continue. There's a couple of little places we can get down by the river's edge just there. But I can't believe how quiet it is, the pathway, with people coming along with their dogs. It hasn't been that bad today. Here's a guy with his dogs. I'll ask if he's got the time. Howie, come on, are you going to come and say hello? Come on, Howie, come on in. Howie, probably the cap.
Everything.
Have you got the right time on your mobile there, mate?
It is, I've got a watch on.
Alright.
10 to 11.
10 to 11, thank you very much, sir.
Alright.
Enjoy your day. 10 to 11, right, so half 9, half 10. I've been out an hour and 20 minutes. Right, somebody's just walking down they've come down that road there from up there. You can see, if you look up there now, you can see a cyclist going along with a green luminous jacket on and two people walking down the bank. That's the main road. As you go past those houses back there, and you can walk up the main road right up there. Right, there's a young lady just walking back down to the pathway, walks you along past the river. Well, I might as well make the most of it while it's dry and none of the you-know-what coming down. Frightened to say the word in case I jinx myself and it starts lashing down.